Hi guys, welcome to my channel, Peace in the Promise. If you're new here, welcome. So this channel is pretty much just a continuation of my blog, Peace in the Promise blog.wordpress.com, and I've just realized all my other videos I've just been saying peaceinthepromise.wordpress.com, but it's Peace in the Promise blog.wordpress.com. So if I'm sweaty, it's because it's like 40 degrees and I'm hot. Yeah, anyway, I wanted to come on and talk about mum guilt. So obviously I am a mum of 1.5 at the moment. I've got a 16-month-old and I'm like 5 to 6 months pregnant. But when I post this video, I'll probably be like 6 or 7 months pregnant. But anyway, yeah, so I'm a mum, and I guess if I'm completely honest, obviously I'd heard of mum guilt. I'd heard of mums talking about it before I had my child, and I knew, I had some idea of it, but I never really thought of it, like I never thought it would impact me, I guess, to the degree that it has, or it did, or it does. Does that make sense? But yeah, I just wanted to share a little experience that I had. So me as a person, I find it quite challenging asking for help and asking for someone to asking for assistance, because I like to try and do everything by myself. And how many people know that that's a great way to get burnt out? So I find myself having to teach myself, or having to learn to ask for help or to accept help, because even I'm the kind of person, even if someone tries to offer to help, I'm like, no, I'm cool, even if I'm holding 20 bags, and I'm like, it's alright, I'll sort it out, you know what I mean? And it's really in my mind, I'm like, why are you saying this? You need help, just accept the help. But for some reason, just automatically I'll just keep saying no, I'm fine, when actually a lot of the times it's no, I could actually do with some help right now. So I think if anything, mum guilt has hit me in that way, in that I think I was reflecting with God just before, and I was like, what is it? Because I just had to, so my son is staying with his grandma, so my mother-in-law, for the night, and because I'm just exhausted. I'm pregnant, it's hot, we just moved house, we were lifting, they were lifting stuff, I was lifting what I could, and I was holding Moses and entertaining him. We'd been going to bed past midnight for consecutive nights, and pretty much, long story short, I'm exhausted. My hips are aching, my back's aching, my bones, my muscles, everything is sore, right? But I guess part of me is no, but you've not done, you've not lifted. My husband was fully doing all the heavy lifting. It's you're not lifted, so why are you even tired? But it's sis, you're growing a whole human being. Can you just give yourself a break, right? But yeah, anyway, so my mum was taking my son for the night, and I was just feeling so even though it's that relief of, oh my gosh, okay, so now I get to try and catch up on rest, try and catch up on just self-care, taking care of myself, but there was also that guilt, that little hang of guilt, and I was really just reflecting with God. I'm like, why am I feeling this guilt? Why do I feel this way? There's just a number of things that I just feel he was talking to me about, and I was just venting to him, pretty much. I was being honest. And I'm like, God, I just feel I'm failing. I feel I want to be everything to my son, to my children, but I feel I can't. I feel I can't be everything. I'm trying so hard to be everything. I want to be, obviously I want to be fun. I want to be educational. I want to be, teach them the word. I want to, I want to discipline them. I want to educate them. I want to do all this stuff. I want to be everything to them. But I feel I'm not enough, and not in a way of, oh, I'm not good enough, but as if I do not have the capacity, I don't have that energy, or I cannot be all of that for them without me being laid out, just like a carcass in the street, because your girl is hard, man, if I'm completely honest. But I was so devastated when I just came to that realization when I was saying it out loud. I'm like, God, I think I'm trying to be everything for my kids, but I just can't. I've realized, I had that realization, I can't be everything. And I'm like, that really saddens me, God, even though I recognize that I am not the Savior, I am not Jesus Christ, so you have not called me to do all of this by myself. It still really saddened me to realize, like, oh my gosh, like, I can't be everything, if that makes sense. So it's not in a sad way, like, you're not enough, but it's like, no, you're a human being as well. Like, you also need to be refilled. You also need to be poured into. You also need to be nurtured and loved in the same way that you're pouring into your children. And I feel like the whole time as I was pouring out to God, I just felt like the Holy Spirit saying to me, like, I am their everything. I am their everything. He's like, rest, take that pressure off yourself. I am that everything for them. So whereas even when I'm not there, God is there. You know what I mean? Like, so like, you know, as a mom, you know, moms will know, like me, I'm like, even if they're with somebody that I love and I trust, I'm like, ew, like, what if he needs me? What if this happens? Did I give them enough nappies? Did I give him food? Did I give him water? Did they forget this? Oh my gosh, I've left his shoes in my bag, and what shoes is he gonna wear? What if he needs me to comfort him? What if he's upset? What if this? What if that? What if the car seat isn't buckled in properly? I'm thinking of all these little things that could go wrong, or all these things that I need to be there for. Like, I need to do this, I need that, he needs me to do this, he needs me to do that. Forgetting that, you know, ultimately God is the one overseeing them. But it's so hard, it's such a challenge, right guys? Like, if you're a mom, you'll know, but you know, if you're soon to be a mom, like, I guess this is just it's not like, it's just, I guess, something to prepare you, to help you to understand that, you know what, before you even become a parent, like, know that Jesus is enough. And if you're planning to become a parent, you know, don't go into it with that mentality. You don't have to put that pressure on yourself to be every single thing for that person, you know, every single thing for your child. Granted, you know what, I hope I'm communicating this clearly, because of course you are like the example of like Christ's love to your children, right? So in some way, yes, you are everything to them. You are their world. They adore you, they love you as soon as they see you. Let's say you leave them at their grandparents, as soon as they see you, they're like, oh my gosh! Like, my son will always just like leave off his grandparent, and then he'll just like run up to me, and it's beautiful, it's amazing. It's like, that's what I don't know, I just feel so like at peace in those moments. But it's understanding that like Christ is made to be everything to them. He's the one to fill their voids. He's the one to ultimately teach them the things that you forget. So understand that we are human beings, so we do have weaknesses. We're not going to be perfect all the time. There are going to be times where you are exhausted and you are just lying on your couch, especially me now being pregnant. I'm not even 8 months yet, and I'm still so exhausted. There are times where it's like he wants to play, he wants to do, every time he's in this phase where my son when he sees me sitting down, he will come and pull my hand and pick me up and drag me somewhere else, like, no mum, you're not sitting down, there's no rest happening today. And I'm so wrecked, I'm like, oh, this little guy does not understand. So, you know, there are times like that. There are times where you are just so exhausted and you become so snappy with your kids or your husband, and there are times where like you are just like, I just feel like I'm going crazy because you've just had no sleep and you just feel like the world is spinning and like you don't even know what you're saying, and it's like you just need a break. So I think it's important to understand that you being everything to your kids should not equal you, I guess, losing your sanity. Does that make sense? Like, you being everything to your kids, if you want to be everything, like, you need to understand that you too need rest, and you need to understand that ultimately God is their everything, and then that is the peace that you need. He is their everything. He loves them more than we ever could. As hard as that is to believe sometimes, you're like, but I love my kids so much. But he loves them. Like, he knew them before we knew them. He had pre-planned them before we even knew that we were expecting kids, you know? So, yeah, I hope that's an encouragement. I'm literally encouraging myself because I feel like God has been dealing with me in that, because, mom guilt is a real thing, yo. And I was like, this is so awful. Like, at the same time, I'm like, I never thought it would be possible, but you're feeling relief, like, oh, okay, I've got to breathe out, I've got some time for myself, but at the same time, your mind, in the back of your mind, you're running through a list of things like, does he need this, does he need that, how is he going, should I message them, should I do this, should I do that, should I call them, is my phone on loud so if they need me, like, they can contact me. Maybe not all mums are like this, maybe I'm just a cuckoo pants mum that's like obsessed with their kids, but I feel like most mums, I feel like all parents must be like this, like somewhere in there at different degrees. But yeah, anyway, that's just the encouragement. Like, yeah, you're doing the best that you can. Take your breaks, because like you want to be everything, but they literally reach the point where you just burn out and you can't be this, that, everything and everything else. You're there, especially, you know, like me, I guess at the moment I'm like a stay-at-home mom, so it's like I'm trying to do this, I'm trying to like entertain him, feed myself, clean the house, cook for my, like, you know, cook dinner, cook this, do that, blah, 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 all this stuff. I'm like, I put this pressure on myself, like I have to achieve all of this stuff every single day, and if I haven't done it, then I'm not accomplished anything, you know what I mean? And at the same time, like there are other things that God's leading me to do, and I'm like, you know, I'm busy in other areas, but for some reasons, like we put this pressure on ourselves, like you have to do all of this, and if you can't do all of that and entertain your child and be there for them 24/7 and not, you know, never be snappy, always smiling, always happy when your husband comes home, all of that, and we put that pressure on ourselves, like if you're none of that, then you've failed. It's like, give yourself a break, give yourself some grace, and like understand that you need a break too, like you need a breather, whatever that looks like to you, whether that just means when hubby comes home, you give your kids, or you know, you kind of hand over responsibility for half an hour or an hour or so whilst you have your bath or your shower or you read or something, whether that means dropping a kid off to daycare, whether that means dropping them off to a relative or someone for a couple of hours, or if they can spend the night, even better, you know. But I think we all need to remember that we need that too, you know, and that helps us to reconnect with ourselves. It helps us to just have, you know, it's like a mental health day, you know what I mean? Like you just have that time to just, okay, calm down, let me recenter myself, what's important to me, what can I do in this time? And if you're like me, when you have spare time, it's like you can look around and you're like, okay, what can I do now? Like, I need to clean the house, I need to do this, I need to do that. But I feel like a lot of the time God's just telling me to rest, like in these times that He gives me, to myself, like He's like, just rest. And I'm here like, but I need to be doing this, I need to do that, I need to do this. He's like, just rest in me, or just talk to me, chill out in me, like that's what you need to refill yourself. So anyway, this is a bit of a vlog type thing. I don't know, I hope it was an encouragement, because I think I've encouraged myself through talking, so that's awesome. And these earrings, by the way, are from a Rose Official. I think she has a Facebook, but I won them in a giveaway and I'm so excited. I never win anything. Well, that's a lie. I won 2 things in a row and I was like, oh my gosh, I never win anything. And my husband's like, didn't you just win something last week? But anyway, yeah, so I thank God. You should go and follow her on Instagram. I will probably put her like YouTube and Instagram and all that stuff in the description box. Right now I'm late for a youth conference that my husband is playing music at, so I'm gonna go to that. I'm gonna have some chill mum time, be zen, chill me time I should say, not chill mum time, because Mama has a night off. I feel so horrible saying that. Anyways, I'm just gonna go have some chill time, listen to some awesome worship and praise, and hear some good encouraging words and stuff. I'm pumped. By the way, this is our new house. Yeah, you can't really see anything. And I'm planning to have like a whole background, and I'm really excited for it. Everything in its time, one step at a time. God is so good, guys. We have been really blessed with this house and all this stuff. So I'm really grateful. I pray that you have been encouraged. May you also spread this encouragement by liking and subscribing and sharing the video, and just encouraging people with your story and testimony. Amen. But yeah, so like and subscribe. Don't forget to follow my blog, peaceinthepromiseblog.wordpress.com. And yeah, you'll hear some interesting stories from me. Yay!